Hey everyone, it's Greg from Handcrafter's House here, and today I'm going to show you on the Pro Stitcher Lite how to reposition your design if your tablet has a crash or you've decided to just shut it down for the night and start again the next day. So let's have a look at what we've got here. I've got my quilts all quilted apart from the last row here. We can see my design in the nice hot pick thread so you can see it nicely, and the gap that we need to fill. But first off, we need to get the design back on our screen. So let's have a look at our screen here. Once you've switched it on, so ideally, well, what you have to do previously is save the design, right? So to save your design, you just click save, select it, it will open up a pop-up window, and then you can save your design. Once you've done that, switch it off, come back again, you hit your design open, and it's going to be that very last top one in your quick access. And that will bring up your design. So we can see I've got the Field of Flowers design here, one of my favorites because it's a beautiful flower, quick and easy to stitch out. But as you can see, my orange crosshair is where my needle is, and my needle is in the middle of my quilt, right? Which is not going to work. So if we look at our screen here, I have to reposition all the way over here. So that is the start of my previous row, which is all the way over there. So the reason I say it's the start of my previous row is because that is the easiest way to reposition. So I literally bring my needle to that start point. Put it right on there, and if you want to, you can even put your needle down so it stays in place. Then I have my design. Once I've done that, I'm going to go modify, reposition, and then start point. And then you just see the design jumps over. Alright, so let me undo that so you can see. So my design's there, my needle is where the crosshair is, hit my start point, and it jumps itself to where it needs to be. So then if I hit my house, my refresh, everything is back lined up. So you're going to say, Greg, my quilt's not 2 rows long. I've got about 7 different rows in here, right? So let's give you that example. Because we can, I'm just going to grab a new design. I'm just going to quickly repeat it. I'm going to put in a bunch more rows. So you're going to say, my design looks like that. I want to reposition to this row down the bottom. So we have to move our start point. So to do that, I go Pro Stitcher, New Start on End, and I use my jump function down the bottom. And I'm just literally pressing my jumps down. And you can see it's jumping down the rows. That green circle cross is jumping until it gets to the row that I need, which will be that one there. And then exactly the same as before, modify, reposition, start point. Right? So let's get rid of that one, clear that design, and we stick with the one we want. So I'm just going to reposition that one again because we just moved it. And we're back. So we've repositioned the design. So now that design is set where it needs to be. But now, if we look at my quilt, my design's going to come all the way down here, and I don't need a stitch down here. So I'm going to have to crop off that bottom row. So I move my machine to where I need it to be. Right, so about 1 inch past my quilt, and then I'm going to create a 2-corner area. Go to my area tab. Well, first up, I have to make a frame space because I've not done that yet. So make your frame space. Ding and then ding. And then that allows me to create my 2-corner. So back to where I need to be, outside the design, 2-corner. And then I'm going to bring it all the way this side, hit my 2-corner again, And then I need to make my design, my area, larger. So I'm literally going to type in the height, say another 5 inches, and we can see that pink box is way past the outside of the bottom, which is what we want. So then we're going to go modify, crop, and everything on the inside of that area. On the inside, not the outside. So everything on the inside of the area, and then you see all those red and green dots. So each one of those is a start and stop. To get rid of that, we press the magic button edges, which then closes those all up. So if I turn off that area view, you'll see what it's done. It's gone and done all that stitching to join those designs up. So it's not stopping and starting each time. Once you've done that, of course, you want to baseline your design. And then we're ready to stitch out. Well, almost. So I've repositioned my design, but my start point is still on that first row, which I've already quilted. So I need to move my start point down, which we just learned how to do. Pro Stitcher, new start end, and move it down to the row I need. So for me, it's the second row. For you, it could be whatever row you need. And then we can quilt it out. So we hit quilt, run, proceed, and it's going to go drop my stitch. Gonna move, pick it up, hold both my top and bottom, hit my resume. I have my machine set to do some tie-offs. And then we're away stitching. So I'm just going to pause it there because that's all you really need to know. So from there, it's all about repositioning to the row you can see, right? And then just cropping off that last bit and away you go. So I hope that helps. And if you have any more questions or any videos you want to know anything about, let me know in the comments below and we'll be sure to make them for you. Bye everyone.